Here we go. Let's get these questions from the DMs.
Yep.
All right, well, that's what I heard. So what do you want me to tell you?
What is the thumbs up for?
You can go whenever you want.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if you guys knew.
No, yeah, we're not going to do this.
It means taco. It means change
Change
the
the
subject
subject.
right now. Mike, I want you to be deleting the raw files. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's going on with these raw files,
They
bro?
do. They do get
I want to
deleted.
know where the raw files
There's
are.
they get deleted. There's only so much room on this memory card.
I woke up in a sweat the other day that you were blackmailing me with these raw files from the beginning of the episode.
Why would I blackmail you?
I'm not kidding, Mike. I've thought about it. I go, I really have to treat Mike well because he could release the raws.
First off,
We
I'd
can't.
never do that.
We can't have you
can't.
release the raws, bro.
I'm going to start bringing fucking cookies to me.
I'm like, we have to treat Mike really good. I'm thinking about getting him a little foot bath.
Ooh, that's
for under
good.
the desk.
I'm thinking about getting him some of the rub his shoulders as he's doing it.
Yeah. Well, I'll hire you someone to come here and rub your shoulders
That's
if it'll
good.
keep you from releasing the raws, bro.
Because the other option is we edit ourselves in the beginning, which is not off the table.
I'm simply not going to restrict my pre-show chit-chat.
Oh, there it is, the vocal warm-up of the day.
I will not restrict my pre-show chit-chat.
I will not restrict my pre-show chit-chat.
All right, let's start the real show.
Okay.
Well, July 4th has just passed.
Yeah, the classic intro. Well,
But anyway, so all this happy festive July 4th celebrating, it just got me in the mood to continue celebrating, you know? And where there is a need in America, the national holiday epidemic, the holiday industrial complex
okay.
will provide.
Okay. Well, I don't know what holiday we're talking about, but
There are over 2,000 national days in the United States.
wow.
And if you add world and international days, it's even more. We're talking National Burrito Day, National Pizza Day,
Love it.
Uncle Day,
Okay.
Stepson Day,
Yeah, they don't like it.
Podcast Producer Day, International Podcast Producer Day.
And my favorite holiday of them all.
The one we love the most, Mike.
Yes.
International Podcast Producer Day. Do not release the raws.
I'll never call you a technician again.
Never. We're never calling you an engineer again.
Yeah.
Never. But it got me thinking about how many ways there are to celebrate. There's like 12 different national commemorative days every day in this freaking country. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that is good, but it's great for a podcast
It's great.
because you always have a theme.
So kind of being lazy, I was like, oh, like, are there any days we can like talk about?
Great.
So July 11th, the day this comes out, World Benzodiazepine Awareness Day, National 7-Eleven Day, National Cheer Up the Lonely Day. That's why we're going to be telling jokes to Mike.
Yeah.
World,
I'm not that lonely.
You're not that lonely? No, no.
he is what he says he is. He is what he says he is. Don't question him. We love him.
Frex, can I tell you something off mic?
Yeah, go ahead.
The selfies he's posting on Instagram it would beg to differ.
That's why I said it's National Cheer Up the Lonely Day.
I know.
We're going to tell Mike some knock-knock jokes.
Oh my God. The selfie he took in bed the other day?
Yeah.
Did you like it though?
What do you mean, did I like it?
Did I like it? I filed it.
Yeah, what are we talking
I
about?
put it in a file for potential legal action.
I
Did
sent it to
like
my mother. I said, this is the man. This is the man we fear.
This is the man in charge of my business.
So it sounds like there's a lot of fun days. 7-Eleven.
Wait, there's even more. Hold on.
Oh, great. Sorry.
All-American Pet Photo Day, World Population Day, National Mojito Day, National Blueberry Muffin Day, Cow Appreciation Day, Natural Essential Oils Day. We can talk about each one individually, but I want to give you some backstory on the holiday industrial complex.
Thank you so much.
I know you were wondering, like, hey, what's it all about?
So all of these are on 7-Eleven.
This is, on July 11th. These are just the days for July 11th. Everything I just said, just July 11th.
That's a lot of days.
And
So how can July 11th be more than one holiday?
it's not a federal holiday. So there's federal holidays where we close the banks, we close the schools.
Sure.
Yeah.
But any day can be filed as a national commemorative day. And I aspire to
I feel
do
great.
this type of investigative reporting one day, but I didn't do it for this episode. So instead, I'm going to tell you the investigation that Planet Money on NPR did into the holiday industrial complex. I'm just going to steal their reporting.
We love this.
It was very interesting. It was actually a great little episode.
Oh,
So they looked into something called
yeah, demean
National
them. Call them
Splurge
a
Day.
little episodes.
It was a cute little sweet episode.
NPR does a lot of cute little episodes. I love that.
They do a lot of sweet little tote bags and a lot of sweet little episodes.
I love NPR. It's like great that they're still doing it.
Isn't it sweet?
It really
Because
is.
they ain't making money.
No.
They're just being cute.
Can I actually tell you something?
Yes.
I do a podcast. I've done it a few times, and I've made a bunch of money off NPR.
Really?
I also was in an NPR commercial.
Don't let NPR fool you.
You said a few different sentences. You said, I made a bunch of money. I did an NPR podcast. What does that mean? Say it.
I did
Unpack.
I did a podcast for NPR, and I made money from it. Pretty good
You
amount.
were the host?
No, I was a guest. It was voted the #1 podcast of 2019.
So you're telling me NPR is paying the host? Everybody be calm. Now I have to keep Sebastian happy. I have to keep Sebastian. Wait, do you remember the first time we did the test? I came over and tried to hand you $50.
First off.
And you go.
It wasn't $50.
Yes, it was.
It was $50?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I didn't even look.
You didn't even look.
No.
I came over like with the money in the hand, just like whatever, just gas money, whatever.
That's nice of you. $50 is beautiful.
I went over to just be like, hey, thanks for coming.
We both bought drugs before, so we
Yeah.
know what we're doing, how to do it.
in the palm, and you go, get away from me. What are you, my grandfather?
I wasn't going to let you get. What are you talking? Money from your. I don't. Frex, I want $0 from your pocket ever.
Well, we're gonna get money eventually,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to keep you happy.
I'm happy.
Great, he's happy.
Look at me.
It's so important that I keep my boys happy because they have the raw file. Jeremy, intern Jeremy, are you happy? Oh, he's not on mic. Okay.
Oh, he's not on mic. He's not happy. He's
He's not on mic.
he's very unhappy now.
Now he's unhappy. Now he's unhappy. Okay, wait, what were we just talking about?
Oh, we were talking about NPR.
Okay, right. So Planet
Yes,
Money.
please, tell us.
So those nerds over there, they noticed that something called National Splurge Day was being used by a bunch of companies. Like, oh, it's National Splurge Day. What are you gonna buy? Blah blah blah. And they were like, what the hell is that? So they like looked into where all this stuff started and where it came from. So apparently back in the 80s, like mid 80s, 1 out of every 3 laws passed in Congress were about a commemorative day or month. Like that's how hot like the commemorative day and month industry was becoming during like the 80s, early 90s. They were doing like, it started with like bowling day, birds of prey month, golf day. 1995, Congress said, we can't do this. No more holiday mania. This is taking up all of our time. Literally all the laws we're passing are commemorative days. So Congress says we're getting out of this business. But people still had an insatiable need to make commemorative days.
It's like sugar.
It's like sugar. So they turned to this thing called Chase's Calendar of Events, which is like a giant book, like encyclopedia almost. It's like a dictionary that people can submit their special days to. So then they were looking into National Splurge Day. They traced it from the news station that was running stories about National Splurge Day back to the PR person who pitched the news stations on this National Splurge Day. And it turns out she was a rep. One of her clients was a grocery store, and she was just trying to get them like press basically.
Sure.
So like, oh, it's National Raisin Day.
Yeah.
Have the local news station come down. We'll make raisin. I don't even know, raisin cookies, whatever.
Oatmeal
so whatever
raisin.
for the food. It's like, oh, it's avocado day. Come down to the store. We'll make guacamole.
That's great.
Whatever. So that was the whole kind of thing. But then they traced it from the PR person back to Chase's book and then to this woman named Adrian, who created thousands of national holidays as a way to like be happy and make the world a better place, which is not what they expected to find because they expected to find a lot of like corporate.
Me too.
Right. So then she said that, so this woman, Adrian, said that she created National Splurge Day because it is 2 months and 3 days after tax day. So it's when you'll be getting your tax return back and you have 2 months and 3 days to get so excited about what you're going to buy. And what are we going to splurge on? And she said that it started when she was in this relationship and she was heartbroken because she was in this relationship with a guy that she really loved who was an alcoholic. And he eventually died. But she saw that the celebration of events is a way for addicts to get through the day, just like it is in Alcoholics Anonymous, like one day at a time. But then she ends up pulling all of her holidays out of the book because they started being corrupted by corporate greed. Now, she didn't make all the holidays, but that's just like a sweet origin story for some of them.
It's people or individuals are so beautiful.
So beautiful. And then they get ruined.
Why is it that once you put an LLC behind it or four people, everyone fucking forgets? This woman's she literally, someone died that she loved.
Yeah.
And she's like, how do I help people so that doesn't happen to them?
Like, oh, it's National Hot Dog Day. That's like a great, we're going to look forward to National Hot Dog Day. We're going to do hot dogs today. And then we're just going to get through this day without drinking.
We all did this during COVID.
Yeah.
Every individual pod did this during
like,
COVID.
It's National Tuesday Day, and we just have to get through Tuesday.
That's what it was. That's truly what it was. We would make a theme. I would make a theme for every day.
Really? What were some of your themes?
We would do Classy Tuesdays.
Wait.
Me, my friends, my two friends that I lived with for a little bit. Gotcha. And then when I moved in with my parents, we'd do stuff like we'd order fish and chips and we cook them in the air fryer and we do British Day and we'd have tea in the morning and then we do fish and chips at night. Exactly. Like we made different days for different kind of festivities.
It's such an innocent beginning.
That's it. And it's usually centered around food.
Yes.
Because that's the easiest one.
Easiest one.
But it could be centered around bowling or bocce ball or...
Another one of this woman Adrian's days was National... What was it? Like National something about pennies day, where you take all of your pennies to put them back in circulation and set them free.
Wow. Set them free. This woman is a beautiful
soul.
Like all
those like loose pennies that are just laying around.
Yeah.
And then like they interview her on this Planet Money episode, and she's just like the most endearing person. Like she has like a warehouse where she pulls out a book. She's like, I only submit my best ones. Wow. But she has like thousands. She's like, National Aunt and Uncle Day, that was a good one.
That's incredible.
It was like very endearing.
Oh, but she's awesome.
She's awesome.
What was her name again?
Adrian. I didn't write down the last name.
Adrian. Oh God, life is good, baby. Adrian's alive. Wait, is she?
I hope.
I hope so.
This was from a few years ago. This episode.
Yeah, she's probably dead.
But I found a really funny post.
She probably died
online.
Nope, never mind.
Don't be mean about it.
I won't. I think she's beautiful.
Hey, you know, today is National Take It Back Day.
Oh, really?
So you need to take that back.
And I want to say something. I want to take back what I just said about Adrian.
Thank you. In the spirit of the day.
In the spirit of the day. In the spirit of Adrian.
Yes. In the spirit of the day. Take it back. Great.
I take it back.
It's done. Dunsies.
Take back whatever you want. I'll always have the footage.
No.
Oh, the villain.
The great raw file villain over here. Here's all the unedited footage of what we talk in between and before takes. Okay. I found a really funny post that I thought was going a different way than it ended up going. The holiday industrial complex has brought us all our fair share of meaningless celebrations, but there is one worth recognizing. Nothing in this world works without insurance. And like, how ridiculous is that? They start off like they're going to say something meaningful, and they go, it's National Insurance Day.
I know. Oh, sick
fucks.
I can't fucking stand them.
Sick fucks.
You know what? I hate my fucking neighbors. Like a good neighbor, leave me the fuck alone. There we go. All state. Where you at?
Where you at, bro?
Where you at? Separation of church and state. You know what I'm saying?
So like I said, today is World Benzodiazepine Awareness Day. From their website, worldbenzo.org. It starts off with a troubling message.
Okay.
W Bad, which I guess is World Benzodiazepine Day, is in trouble. Recently subjected to extensive and crippling internal damages, it is currently being shouldered by a single individual, often borderline homeless. Ooh. I go, what's going on?
This is crazy.
The benzos have taken over.
Yeah.
World Benzodiazepine Awareness Day seeks to raise global awareness around the problem of medically induced benzodiazepine physical dependence that continues to affect an enormous amount of unsuspecting, innocent people worldwide, either directly or indirectly. Now, as someone who has been affected by this, I can't say I was unsuspecting.
Yeah.
I was very suspecting.
I was suspecting. I will be honest with the listeners. I've done handfuls of benzos.
Handful. So when we talk benzos, we're talking Valium, Xanax, Klonopins.
I'm talking Xanny bar. I would do bars.
Yeah, bars.
I was a bars kid, you know? Yeah. I was all about bars. They would be so good. You take a bar, you hit a blunt, you drink a 40.
Yeah.
And in college, that was like a thing. It was like, you do that, like $10, you're feeling fucking fine.
You're feeling fine again. Yeah, but I was definitely very suspecting. When I walked into Dr. Collins' office, I knew what I was there for.
You got a script.
So I went in. I had to find a cure for my coke problem. Great. So I said, you know what? I think it might be Adderall. So I go in, I get a monster script for Adderall.
Great.
And
Better
then
than Coke.
10 times better, dude.
I've done tons of blow when I was a
10
kid.
times better.
Like, Coke sucks.
Nothing compares.
Adderall was so good.
It's so good. But the thing with Adderall is it really does chemically alter your brain.
Yeah.
Like after years, like I was not the same person.
I see people lose empathy from taking Adderall.
I mean, that's the least of it.
I know. It's literally a problem.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Non-time release or time release?
Non-instance.
Those are good.
Instance.
Oh.
I used to have a bottle of Addies right next to the bed. I'd set the alarm for like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Wake up, pop like a 30 milligram instant.
Wow.
Go close my eyes. 30 minutes later,
Wake up.
showtime. Time to shave my arms and blow dry my hair, baby. Let's get this day going. Let's get this day going.
What it's like to fall asleep after taking Adderall, just wake up, your heart pounding.
Showtime. The hills are alive.
Wow.
I'd be like, let's go. It is
Yeah.
time to collage. It is time to vacuum.
Mm.
I'm going to shave everything.
The only time I've ever deep cleaned is on Adderall.
Of course. I mean, the thing about the pill, taking pills is like Coke, you usually get a good story out of it.
Yeah.
You have a wild night.
Yeah.
You miss your flight. Fuck someone crazy.
Yeah.
When you take an Adderall so what I would do is I would do Adderall all day and then Clonopins at night.
Great.
And then but the thing with doing that is like you're never gonna have like a good story. Like it doesn't give you any experiences. It's just like 3:30 in the morning. You're in the garage. You're sorting through like a jar of coins to see if any of them are francs.
Oh, that's
you know
hard.
what I'm saying?
That is hard.
And you're like, are any of these francs? I might need to go to France one day.
I know. Or just watching watching a show, not even to see what happens, just to move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been on Adderall and been like, I want to finish the show, and then what was the show about? I have no idea.
No idea.
Oh God, the ups and downs are bad though, Frex.
Very bad, and
Those
it
are
really
very bad.
changed my brain chemistry.
It's bad.
It's bad, yeah.
Do you think you're back?
Yeah, that was 12 years ago. I haven't taken anything like that in 12 years.
Thank God. I was more of a benzo guy. I loved. One time my mother was like, "You got to come home for dinner." I didn't realize I was 19, living the dream. The Kanye Jay-Z album just came out. What was that album?
Watch the Throne.
What was it?
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne. Otis was on repeat in my car. Me and my boy just took 5 bars. Just driving around Staten Island, just going in the atrium, looking around. My mom goes, "You got to come home. I made special dinner for you." I go, "I'm with Joey Balls." She goes, "Bring Balls over." I go home. My mother, we're blitzed out of our mind. I go, I really need to sell this to my mother. My mom, I go, "Mom, I'm going to play the piano." She lies on the Shea Lounge, looking at me as I'm 5 bars deep, playing the piano, could barely hit a note right. And my boy Joey Balls is just sleeping in the corner. That's what we call a Staten Island family meeting.
And she's just like, so good, Sebastian.
It was one of her favorite moments. I sang songs from Boy from Oz.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, she liked
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, but who's it about? I would sing Elton John, Billy Joel, Ray Charles. Sit there, she'd sing, and she'd just stare at me.
So it's like a real dark scene.
Yeah, when
It's
you
like a
think
real Grey Gardens type of scene.
Yeah.
Your mother out there in Staten Island.
like Requiem for a Dream
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
moments. And my father's just like, "What the?" He goes, I'm not retiring. I'm working for 10 more years.
She's like, Sebastian's gonna get me the red dress. I have to go put on my red dress so Sebastian can play me the piano.
My son's coming home. He's coming home.
He's gonna play my favorite songs.
Oh, I'm getting dolled up. My son's coming home with Joey Balls.
So smash cut to I'm in detox.
Great. Oh, you got a detox.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Bad. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
But then they give you the Valiums.
That's nice.
Detox. That's
Ease it
nice.
off.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Nah.
Someone was, you're just sitting in a hospital and some guy's heating up animal crackers in the microwave. It says it makes them taste fresh baked.
Oh.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more national holidays.
Hey, you guys, it's Triboro Trina, and we're here with the 5-day forecast. Hoping Billy June got those graphics we talked about, but it's okay if not, it's okay. So for the next 5 days, we are looking at highs of, as you can see each day, highs of 92 degrees with a real feel of 8 trillion. So we do have skin sliding off of people's bones just at this point. In time, I would say drive to the beach, but you can't because it's rush hour from 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. every day. Saturdays and Sundays as well. So don't go anywhere, don't do anything, don't see anyone. Back to you guys.
Things are about to get even better for us.
Why?
Because it's National 7-Eleven Day. You know what that means?
What?
Free Slurpees.
Oh,
Slurpee derpies.
flavor time.
Because it is July 11th, 7-Eleven.
Yeah, of course.
And this is a day that 7-Eleven thanks their customers. And they like to promote a wellness technique called the brain freeze.
I can't wait.
So before there was Andrew Huberman, there was us in the 90s being told to drink a sugary iced beverage as fast as we can so that our brain freezes and we double over in pain.
That was our cold showers.
That was our cold showers.
2020, they do cold showers. Us, 90s kids, we did Slurpees.
These are the wellness techniques they were pushing on us. They also were pushing smart food popcorn on us. They were saying this is like the elixir of health.
Are you kidding me?
You could eat bags and bags of this. It's good for you.
The amount.
We are fucked
Yeah.
inside.
Oh.
Health-wise.
Horrible.
Horrific. But go ahead.
The amount of those Welch's, like, I would get those instead of the Scooby-Doo because I thought they were healthy because they were the shape of fruit.
I know. We have been had. So 7-Eleven actually puts out its own guidelines for the brain freeze and how to deal with a brain freeze.
Wow.
These sick fucks. They used to sell a special straw called the brain freeze straw, which is like double the size.
To give you a brain freeze on
Give you
purpose.
the brain freeze. And they go, suck it down, kids. You
Wow.
little freaks. Suck
Just
it
laughing
down.
maniacally.
So they say, literally they number the steps. Put down the drink. Sip a warmer liquid. Cover your mouth and nose. Breathe through your nose. Return to drinking your Slurpee at a slower pace. Like psychotic.
I could only imagine what the PR nightmare that was the brain freeze when it was introduced to 7-Eleven.
Psychotic.
It was we got a big issue here. We got to handle. The kids are getting brain freeze out there. Jesus Christ.
The kids are dropping to the floor. They're drinking our product and dropping to the floor and screaming. It's like they just smoked salvia. It's like a 30-second like
my
inescapable
God.
hell.
Look out your window. You see those kids kneeling down? That's brain freeze. We have something to do about this epidemic.
Did you have a local 7-Eleven?
No, not really. In Staten Island, there was one, and it was far away, so it was like a destination location.
Okay.
Exotic.
It was exotic,
Right.
yes. You would have to like seek out 7-Eleven in New York.
Yeah.
Now it's on every fucking corner.
Mine was down the street from my house.
Was it? So you
And there was
spent.
a parking lot behind it. So smoked my first cigarettes down there. Not my
Wow.
first ever, but like that's when I,
Yeah,
hang
yeah,
out
yeah.
smoking. We used to, this is problematic now, but there was like a homeless guy that used to hang out with us there. He lived in the woods behind the 7-Eleven and we called him Scott the Bum.
Not that problematic.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe the
But he
word
would,
Scott the Bum
he
isn't
would
great,
hang out, he
but
would go and buy us beer. He's a great guy. And then he would be like, can you guys drive me home? And then we'd be like, all right.
and you would. And he had a
but
home.
He didn't have a home. He would have us drop him off at Starbucks.
Oh,
Nice guy.
that
Hope
is
he's okay.
nice. America's home.
Yeah, he does live in America's home, Starbucks. But the 7-Eleven is like the suburban community center. 7-Eleven and CVS.
No one's
does
too
more
good.
for a community than a church to bring people together.
Every type of person goes there.
Yeah, the culture is CVS. The culture is 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It's like a Quaker meeting house. I met my boyfriend at 7-Eleven.
You did?
Yes, in the parking lot.
Wow.
Yeah, when I was very young. He worked at the, we didn't go to the same high school, but he worked at the town pool with some of my friends who did go to my school. So they would all hang out and then...
He was a lifeguard or worked a
He was on like grounds crew.
Oh,
Driving
hot.
the things. Yeah, like just
Very
moving
hot.
things.
Yeah.
Who knows? Driving the carts. I think they called them green shirts.
Nice.
And then...
It's a green shirt.
yeah, and then so that's how we met. And we just started hanging out one summer.
So he just rolled up to 7-Eleven. You go out and
Yeah, everyone would just pull their cars up to the 7-Eleven parking lot.
yeah.
Put them all next to each other, sit in the back, drink, smoke.
Wow. Would the cops
play
roll through?
music. Yeah, eventually they would come through.
Interesting.
Yeah, and sweep it out, and then you go to the Lord and Taylor's parking lot.
Oh, nice. Class.
That's how it was. Like, yeah, it was different. It was like north side town, south side town kind of vibes. You're just like running from the cops all night.
I feel in Staten Island, how we would do that was we hung out at overpasses.
Okay.
So then we'd run to the other side of the overpass if the cops came, because then they would have to go all the way around the highway to get to us. Flawless. It was truly, when we figured out the overpass trick, it was so good.
Also, they never really did all that much. They would just go, leave.
Yeah.
And you go, okay.
Yeah. Hey, kids drinking, stop. Get in your cars. Drive.
Exactly. Drive away.
Yeah.
That's what cup holders are for. Get out of here.
Hey, kids, finish that beer and you get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly what it was like. Our 7-Eleven was run by a guy named Chief.
Oh.
Very well run. Pakistani guy.
Nice.
Called him Chief. Knew all the kids. Pillar of the community. Literally like a reverend.
Wow.
Yeah.
And would he know that you were drinking and smoking?
Yeah.
You know what you gotta be careful at 7-Eleven for?
What?
They'll be like 2 for $3.98. And then you'll look at the price and it'll be 1 for $2.
2 for $3.90. Oh yeah, so not a deal.
Not a deal.
Not a deal.
They be putting these 2 for blanks and it's not even a deal.
Yeah, so what we don't even know is that we're actually paying for the free Slurpee day by these little price fucks.
Yes.
Nothing is free.
7-Eleven came into fucking New York City and they put out local bodegas with better prices. And as soon as the bodegas are gone, they hiked up their prices.
But our bodega's out of business. There's so many bodegas. Come on.
Bodegas are not out of business.
They're in booming. Business is booming.
There's more 7-Elevens than ever in New York City. When I was a kid, there was not a single 7-Eleven in Manhattan.
Okay.
Now they're on every corner, and that's corporate America rather than someone coming to New York trying to make a better life for themselves.
Okay. But a lot of times immigrants buy the franchise.
I never heard. You got me there.
So actually, it is a more corporate.
My hands are tied. In a debate, I could do 2 questions and then I'm out. You hit me twice, I go, oh, but that's it. You won. I was the number 1 loser on the debate team. You caught me. Oh, I know nothing. You're right. I got loud and passionate. I didn't know shit.
I'm glad I didn't back down.
I'm glad you didn't either.
Sometimes I just do. I go, well, he's louder than me, so he's right.
I'm never right. I'm always wrong.
Oh, that's so interesting because I'm always right. I'm never wrong unless it's about reading a word out loud. Anyway, it's World Population Day. Can you fucking believe it? Organizations around the world host events and seminars concerning the world's population. Explore the... So stupid. Consider our place. This is a day to consider our place in the world. How do we impact our community and what role do we play? As an individual out of several billion people on Earth, have you used your resources well? No. No, I have not. I open 1 seltzer can every 30 minutes of my life.
I just stopped littering this year. But it was the hottest day ever on July 3rd.
Ever.
Ever.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. Like, I don't think people are the problem. As I said before, individuals are great.
Yeah.
Even Joe the Bum was a great guy.
Scott the Bum was a fucking man.
Scott the Bum was great.
A great man.
Now, a group of unhappy...
Now, a group of Scots, we have problems.
It's terrifying. Mm-hmm. A group of anyone is terrifying. Like,
yeah.
It's... Yeah.
Well, there's 5 billion people on this planet. This is what World Population Day wants us to remember. And they're saying that there's like maybe too many people. But then I'm hearing conflicting reports because it's like some people say too many, some people say not enough. So bottom line, are we having children or not? Do you want kids?
No.
No? Like a definite no?
Definite no, unless I'm super rich.
Of course.
If I was super rich and I was with some young piece, she's an IG model or whatever's popular then, and she's like, I need kids so we can promote. Model. She's a Threads model. I'm hooking up with this new Threads model, and she's like, I need kids to promote. I need a new spin on my social.
Sponsorship with Fashion Nova Kids.
And she's like, we need kids, and I had a ton of money. Great. The place I'm in now, no, I don't. I mean, I just feel like if I was I would want to give them everything, and I can't, and it would make me feel horrible.
You can't yet.
I can't yet. So, do you want kids?
I do want kids. I'm on a clock though, which sucks because you can do this for 20 more years.
Freeze your eggs. It's expensive.
I'm thinking about it. That's also expensive. Yeah.
Do you when you go out with your girlfriends, do you girls talk about that?
Yeah.
And what's the consensus?
Well, one of my friends just had a baby.
How old is she?
37.
That's beautiful. You know, to think It's actually beautiful to have a child at that older age because you're a fully formed adult at that point.
Exactly.
And like you went through stuff. You want to be there for a kid.
Yeah, another one of my friends is 35, had a baby. I think it's fine to have them later. I'm just like, once you get up against the clock, it does get terrifying. I've been experiencing that this year. It's part of my mental breakdown. It's
the
like,
baby
how am I
stuff.
going to get where I need to be
Yeah.
to do what I've always wanted to do?
And you
then
can-
it's just, I'm like, I don't know what the path is. I'm blowing in the wind.
You can't adopt with all your SoundCloud rap. They'll never let you have a kid with Bounce on My Dick. What was it?
Dancing on the dick. They'll be like, they won't even let me adopt a kitten. What are we talking here? What are we talking here?
Yeah, that's stressful.
It is stressful.
That's something that is...
It's crushing, actually.
It
I feel the weight of it crushing.
I'm
Every
so
day
sorry.
that I don't... Not... Every day that I don't feel like I'm on a path towards being like more financially secure or more settled in my life, I go, this is a day that I might not have a family. That's like one more day that I might not have a family. It's crushing. And a lot of people go through this.
This is so hard.
It's fun to be a man. Just appreciate it.
You don't got to tell me.
You could be 20 years from now. You could be like, I am ready. You'll come out of the shower one day and you'll go, I am ready.
Nice.
And then you can make that happen.
Yeah, I feel no pressure. It's nice that you have friends that also are like thinking about that or going through that to talk to.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know what the fuck to say to you.
I think my situation is more the norm than not.
Yeah.
Of all of my friends, but that's the thing. We live in a place and we're in an industry where this is the norm.
Yeah.
To get to like your mid-30s and go, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, I have to make a plan. I can't just like hope for the best. You can't just hope for the best.
No.
You have to take action.
You have to take action.
I only have two friends that kind of went on like a traditional path. They had like traditional careers and they had babies like 6-7 years, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the majority of my friends.
That's good. I'm happy that you have that.
Yeah. Mike, do you want kids?
I think that it'd have to be like with the right person. So it can go either way.
Okay. The men are non-committal. The women are panicking. Does this remind you of anything? Okay.
Society.
Well, there's a lot of other ways to waste your life on this earth as an American. For example, today is All-American Pet Photo Day. Kill me. This is their official statement. Whether they are a four-legged furry kind or come from a more serpentine species. Hey, got that word. Click away. Fishes and birds, pigs, canine and feline should all get in line for their favorite pose. Okay, this is an entire day about taking a photo of your pet. Dress them up, take them to the park, set them in a chair, and put them on a fancy pillow. Post it on social media using the hashtag #AllAmericanPetDay. And then here's where they go. Another great way to celebrate is to think about subscribing to monthly shipments of your pet's items you regularly need to care for your critters.
And there it is.
And there it is, folks. Starts off, something like that could make a psychopath happy who's in love with their animals.
I can't.
But then they swerve into and make sure you subscribe to Petco.
I think whatever keeps people from not killing themselves and other people.
That's so,
I guess, like,
honestly, whatever keeps you from not killing yourself is so vital.
Like we should put that on the rules. I
mess up the words again. Whatever keeps you from killing yourself, not from not killing yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do, if you are into religion, you be into religion.
I love
if
that.
you're into
I wish I was into religion.
You be into that.
I'm always looking for something I'm into.
Just be like I'm going extreme live and let live at this point.
Yeah, but pet stuff, I mean, it's interesting because it does fill a void. It does also add routine.
So important.
Which I like.
Purpose. It adds purpose, and that is so vital.
They say that this is how I'm doing mentally, that men look for purpose in life. That's what makes them feel better, right? Stuff like yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's like I'm speaking like man as in like the Stoics.
I see. Okay.
Like, yeah.
All men are created equal.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm speaking as my forefathers, where we didn't even recognize women as people.
Go ahead, TJ. Go ahead, TJ. Thomas Jefferson over here. Go ahead. Tell us about man's search for meaning.
And like having purpose or having responsibility like that, having to wake up every morning, even though it's hard and annoying, it will make you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's like, look what I do. So I get them posting it, but it's fucking annoying. It is nice that to feel like, oh, someone needs me.
It's like vital, actually.
No one needs
It's not
me.
even just nice, it's vital. That's not true.
Who?
We need you.
Yeah, you need me.
Your students need you.
My students need me.
Your friend and business partner, Robbie, needs you.
Shout out Robbie one time.
Your parents and siblings need you.
My parents need me.
Parents really need you.
My parents really need
Your
me.
nephew needs you.
Who needs you?
A lot of people.
That's beautiful. You think that?
Yeah.
I need to get on that bandwagon.
I think that, yeah, I don't even doubt that ever.
That's beautiful.
I'm absolutely needed.
Wow.
I can provide vital services.
I'm thinking about taking a narcissist test. I think I'm going to score really low by accident.
Yeah, you know what? I've been seeing a lot of Instagram algorithm has been targeting me, a lot of like infographics about narcissists. And unfortunately, it's all my behavior.
We should take one.
It's like they're like signs that you're with a narcissist and then say 5 things that I do.
What? Like, what are they?
I can't even remember now. Emotionally all over the place. Makes you feel like you did something wrong. Stuff like that. I go, well, if that's a narcissist, lock me up. Huh? You did something wrong. Like,
It's
okay,
also
guilty as charged. I am the narcissist the infographic warned about.
that's okay. It's a scale. Everyone's a narcissist to some degree.
Also, it's all bullshit. Those fucking infographics are ridiculous about
God.
because it's like, especially like stuff when they get into like relationships and wellness and healing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's always like starts off positive and then immediately turns the blame onto other people being toxic.
Yes.
And it misses the whole point that like connections are toxic, not people really. It's like you have toxic connections with people. Like
Why you need each other and want each other.
It's like it's always two.
Yeah. Because two things go together too.
It just is. It's like you could say it a different way, but that's not true. It's always like a dance.
Yes. It's always two people involved. It's just something I've been thinking about a lot.
Yeah, that you are a narcissist.
No, I think I'm too low.
Okay, but that's also being a narcissist.
Is thinking I'm too no.
Self-loathing is a form of narcissism in reverse.
Wow.
It's true.
Well, there we
Because
go. Maybe I'm a narcissist.
To think that you're like God's gift to the world, and to think that you're the biggest piece of shit in the world is the same feeling. It's the same. It's the same narcissistic feeling.
That's a message.
It is.
Wow.
Like.
Thank God
you're
it's
still
National
centering-
Benzo Day.
You're still centering yourself
Yeah.
instead of being a person among people, which is what these infographics should be pushing, but they're not. Huberman was telling me today that like the sign of an addict, unfortunately, just nailed me to the cross with this one. He goes, the sign of an addict is like directly correlated to how excited they get when they're drinking or taking substances, which is my entire personality.
Sure.
It's like I'm through the roof.
Just turn it up. Absolutely over the moon.
Thank you, Sebastian, for being here. You are needed.
Thank you so much. I love coming here. I love talking. I feel alive when I talk.
Great. Listen to Sebastian's podcast, Loud About Nothing. And support producer Mike in whatever he needs. The most important thing is that we keep producer Mike happy. Do not release the tapes.
Any hot girl that's listening, please.
Yes.
Reply to his Insta stories.
Just keep him happy.
Yeah, just keep him happy.
See you next week.
That's what I heard. Oh, no, that's how Sweetheart Gang roll.